Hi guys, welcome back to a brand new piercing video. Hello everyone, what is the tea? What is the Darjeeling, the Lapsang Souchong, the Scalding Hot Assam? What is the tea?
Scalding.
So, today is a very interesting day because I am going to be taking out every single one of my piercings. Yes, it's time to say goodbye. We're having a change. We're in 2023. It's all about change. Go change, conversion theory. No, so we're changing all of my jewelry today. I am very, very excited to have a brand new look. It has been a long time since we've done a whole transformation. Now, today is actually sponsored by Oufer Body Jewelry. Now, they have been very wonderful and sent me a plethora of jewelry. It's all down here. I've taken little close-ups of the packaging, everything. So what we're going to be doing today is changing every single one of my jewelry items into a new look. First of all, remove everything. And then one by one, I'm going to be putting all of this jewelry that I have done here. I have lots of jewelry, lots of different packets, lots of different things down here. I actually don't know where I'm gonna put some of this stuff, so we're gonna sort of like do it as we go. I guess I just see what happens, what fits where, because there's lots of different sizes of things, lots of different types of jewelry. So I want to sort of like have a play, and we're gonna like create like a new look for both of my ears. I am very excited. I've wanted to do this for such a long time. So yes, this video is sponsored by Oufer Body Jewelry. There is a link down below if you would like to get anything from the site with a discount code. All that is in the description. And if you use my code Roly, you will get 30% off your order. So it's always very exciting. So I decided the last time I did like a jewelry changeover, I had my background like normal. It was all bright and colorful, and it kind of detracted away from the ears. So I'm leaving it very plain. Don't even have my rings in. I'm going to take out all of my piercings, and you're gonna have a bit of a shock because of course I never take them all out. So we're gonna take all of my piercings out, and then I'll be back once it's out, and then we will play with all the jewelry and we'll go from there. I'm so excited. Okay, so I am back. Hello everyone. So this is this. I'm very naked at the moment. Oh my god.
You look horrible.
Now, annoyingly, my rook piercing on this side, I could not for the life of me get it out. It was so difficult, and I kind of yanked it and made it bleed. So annoyingly, that piercing is now very angry, but it's fine. We'll deal with it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I think I've made a decision that looking at the jewelry, I don't think I'm going to be changing my facial piercings. I think I quite like them just being silver because a lot of this is like purple in color, and I don't think I want anything like bright and colorful on my face. So I think I'm going to put them back in as they were before. So my facial piercings are back in. I've also added back my stretched earlobe here. So I'm in the middle of like stretching my right earlobe. I'm stretching it up until I'm going to try and get to about a 10. So I can't really change the jewelry in that. I've got to kind of keep what I've got in just because it's changing in the next couple of weeks. So I didn't really get anything for that. Also, I put in my anti-tragus piercing here because I actually really like this big spike jewelry in it. I actually really want to keep this one in. Just remember as well, I am going to be playing with all of my ears, putting things in. So my ears might start to look a little bit red. It's absolutely fine. It's just because I'm like changing everything and putting it all in and things. You have to remember, I do have 30 piercings in my ears. I think it's 30, 25, 20. I forget the count.
Get on with it.
Okay, so on to the exciting part. So I think I'm going to start with my earlobe stretch and my conch stretch here. And I have these new tunnels here. Now, I have never used tunnels like this before, so I'm very excited to have this like new, I think these are silicone ones. I'm very excited to have like a new type of tunnel. So I'm going to put two, I've got like different colors here. So I'm going to put two different colors, one color into my conch and then one in my earlobe. So I think what I'm going to do is put the blue one in my earlobe. So the packaging is actually really cool. They come in like these sort of like clear boxes, and you open the packet like this, and then all the jewelry is on the inside. It's got like this like plastic film. I hope this is like focusing. It's kind of difficult to focus because my camera is obviously trying to focus on my face, but it's in like a clean, like a clear plastic sort of like wrap, so it kind of like holds it all in place. So first I've got this 8mm plug, so I'm just going to put this into my ear. Yeah, I've never used this kind of jewelry before, so I'm not sure how you're going to put it in. Isn't this the stuff you're meant to like squish in and then it opens up inside?
That sounds disgusting.
So these are actually quite difficult to get into the ear. I've never used this jewelry before. Is there a special way of getting this sort of like silicone plugs in? I've never actually used these before. Like obviously my ears are healed, so it's fine that I'm kind of being a bit forceful, but like, do I just like shove it in? I don't really know what I'm doing. I've never used this jewelry before. Oh, there we go. Right, I done it. Hooray! Oh, there we go. Wonderful. Okay, so I got the blue. So this is an 8mm blue silicone tunnel. It's quite cool, actually. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, wonderful. Now I'm gonna put this one. So it's like a as iridescent-y kind of. It looks a little bit like a marble, I guess. I'm gonna put this one into my dermal conch punch. This is at 8mm as well. This might actually be easy to put in because the conch is, of course, a little bit more sturdy, so I can use a bit more force without the ear like bending. So do I like that in there? I don't know if I like that in there. I'm not sure if I like that in there or not. We'll leave it there for now. It feels a bit tight. Like it's like it's just about too, like it's just a little bit too short. Like it needs to be a bit longer. It's kind of difficult to find quite long ones with like this because the dermal conch is actually quite, like with this one, it goes all the way through. With this, I think it might be a little bit too short. Because my rook piercing was being annoying, let's just get that out of the way. So for the rook piercing, I've got these two really nice, small, curved barbells. So I wanted to make them match. So I've got the same jewelry for both sides. As again, they've come in these really nice little packets. I love them. I think they're so cool. Such nice, this is really cool packaging. Really, really cool packaging. And like, oh, and it fell down, but it opens up and that was, I mean, obviously you're not going to open out of this. Oh, what's happening?
My God, you're a mess.
I'm being too forceful. I've got manly hands. So it is a really nice piece of jewelry. It's obviously quite difficult to show because it's so small, but I'm going to put these into my rooks now. Okay, so these are actually a little bit tricky to do. So hopefully I can get this in easy. I don't normally take these ones out because they're actually really, the rook piercings are really, really difficult to like change and like take in and out. So hopefully I can get it in okay. Go on, in you go. I've never actually had like opal jewelry before. So these are like some gorgeous like opal jewelry pieces. Yeah, I've always wanted opal stuff, but I've never actually got around to doing it. There we go. It was a bit tight, but tight. Oh, tighter. So I'm going to change now and put this blue opal jewelry into my ear. God, how the hell am I going to do this? Right, this is a very tricky one to do. With it being so small and internally threaded, this is going to be a bit of a tricky one to get in and out. So I am actually having a real palaver trying to get the top ball on here. It's not the jewelry's fault. It's because it's just a really fiddly area. I've got this side in. You can see this side with the opal jewelry in is gorgeous. I really like this. The pop of blue is beautiful, so I'm very happy with that. I'm gonna have to do. What I'm gonna do is do all the other stuff first, and then I'm gonna get to this towards the end, and I'll just do it towards the end, like off camera, so I don't waste all this time just sitting here trying to do it while the film's going. So let's go on to the next one. So what should we do next? I have got a few of these dragon claw pieces of jewelry, and because I've got quite a few, I'm gonna place like one in my upper earlobe, so they're gonna match on each side, and then probably the next one like halfway up. I've got like two sets of piercings, so they kind of match. So it's like this gorgeous jewelry. It's really difficult to kind of show a lot. Again, when you do jewelry videos like this, it is really difficult to actually properly show you. There's one done, so let's move on to the next one. And everything comes in these little individual packets themselves as well. So it's all very nicely packaged. Everything's gorgeous. By the way, thank you for all the love and support you guys have given me so far on my little Twitch journey. It's been an interesting thing doing like reaction videos over on Twitch. If you didn't know, I'm now doing reaction videos over on Twitch. So come over to my Twitch, it's Roly West over there. Come follow me. We're gonna have some fun over there doing some reaction videos. It's been definitely a learning curve doing like live reaction stuff. It's been definitely interesting, but I'm glad that you guys have been enjoying it. I was a bit nervous at the beginning. I was like, I didn't know like what it was gonna be like, but no, I'm glad that you guys have really enjoyed it. Yeah, so Roly West over on Twitch. Come follow me. Come join the little Twitch family and get in with some of the live reactions we've been doing. Cursed images, am I the a-hole, reacting to some tattoo fails. I forget how difficult it is to do this.
You can do it!
Like trying to screw like on the balls like afterwards is really tricky sometimes. Like, oh, am I getting it right? Am I doing it right? Hello!
What's wrong with him?
We got the 4 dragon claw bars in. Now let's move on to, where should we go now? Where should we go now? So let's go on to, let's do the forward helix now. I haven't kept that one out for very long before, so I don't know how long it could be out for before it closes up. I've never actually kept this one out for very long before. So I've got this really cool like triple loop bar. Let me take out the package and see if I can show you better. So again, it's really hard to show because it's so tiny, but it's like a little, hopefully you can see, it's like a little hinge. It's like a little hinge that you put it on. But yeah, like I said, I don't normally take this one out, so hopefully the hole's not too tight. She likes a tight woman. Disgusting. So this is like gives the effect like you've got more than one piercing. It's like it looks like a triple piercing. Okay, so I'm really struggling to get this one in. So hopefully my ear hasn't closed over in this like hour that I've had it out for. Again, like I said, my ear might look a bit red at some point. It's just because it's going to be irritated me taking all this out. Well, after all that struggle, I finally got it in. Jesus Christ, that was a lot.
Wouldn't want to do that again.
So that one is in. Wonderful. Now, I don't know if I am too keen on that going there. It looks a bit big. We will leave it that now for like just for now, just because I don't want to keep I don't want to irritate it because that was an absolute bish to get in and out. It fits. I just don't know if it maybe just looks a little bit too big. Okay, so next let's do the so I've got like an in-between one here. So I think maybe I've got these really nice pinky purple colored horseshoe bars. So I'm gonna put one of them in the gap there. I think that's gonna look really cute. I don't have one on this side, so I can't match it, but because I have a conch piercing here, so I don't have anything to match it on that side with. It's getting dark. I've been filming for so long. It's getting dark. Okay, Google, turn the lights on, please. I can tell I've had them out for a long time because all my holes are a bit tight. All the tight holes. Oh God, tight.
You're a very bad boy.
So I think I might actually put the other one of the horseshoe bar. I don't know if it would fit there. I'll have to see if it will fit on the top one, but I feel like I think this helix up here, the bar, like it needs a slightly larger bar because I think it's not as close to the edge. So it does kind of fit up here. It kind of does fit. It definitely needs a slightly larger bar than this, I think. I think this is definitely one of those ones that does need a larger bar. But at the moment, like it's not too tight that I can't wear it. So I think I'll keep it in just for now and see how I go. But I probably will change that for slightly larger bar because it does look a bit small on my ear. So now we need to put one on here. So I have these two ball closure rings. I'm gonna put one on this side. I stupidly forgot to buy some like ball closure clamps. You got these like ball closure rings. I have a feeling that I'm not gonna be able to do this, so I cannot for the life of me get that in. So I think what I'm gonna have to do with this piece of jewelry is I'm going to have to get some clamps and use some clamps to put it in because at the moment I just cannot get it in.
You, sir, are a moron.
So what I wanted to do with my earlobe is I wanted to put like, obviously normally I have like a dangly earring in there sort of like loose. So I've got this like, it's a bit like the one that's inside my, you can't really see it. It's kind of like the one that's inside my forward helix, the forward helix up here. Triple hoop. I think I got the right size. These are kind of a bit difficult to size up when trying to put it through earrings, but I think it will fit inside the hole. Let me see if it goes in properly. If it's not, then I won't be able to put it in here. Aha, there we go. There, oh, it fits. It fits in there, wonderful. Oh, wonderful. Oh, that's perfect. I didn't know if it was going to fit or not, but it has fit in. Oh, I love it. Wonderful. Delicious. Okay, we've done that one. Wonderful. So I have a couple things that I want to try for this top piercing up. Oh, actually, let's do my Traeger's piercings first because they've been out for a long time and I don't normally keep them out for very long. So I got these. These are like a few little acrylic things on the end. So there's like a fire and a dragon that I'm gonna put on each side of my Traeger's. I'm not gonna lie, this, yeah, again, it's really hard to say. This little dragon head piece of jewelry is so tricky. It's so hard to screw on, like so hard. Oh my gosh, I've like been trying to do this, get this on for ages. Right, come on. It's because it's a funny shape, like because it's not a circle. And the screws on the top, the angle it's kind of difficult sometimes to get some of these on just because some of the angles you have to put your hands in, and obviously my hands are clunky and they're big and I've got nails, so sometimes it can be a bit like, oh, I think I've got it. Oh, finally, I've got it. Ah, finally, I've got it, girls. Hooray! So I quite like how the dragon head is to us. I quite like this little dragon's head. The fire, I don't know if it's because of the forward helix piercing up here above it. God, it looks so angry. I really scratched it putting things in. I don't know if it's the thing but it just, I feel like it might look a bit busy, but I don't know if it's because of this forward helix. I don't know if I like the forward helix being there. So let's do my vertical helix piercings up here, because these ones, again, I don't normally keep these out for very long, so I don't want to irritate them by leaving them out anymore. So the middle one, I have this like white opal gem. I'm gonna take the tops off because this bar's a little bit too long, so I'm gonna use one of my old bars and just use the jewelry ends. So we're gonna take that out. We're going to put that one in the middle, and on either side, I think I might have to just use, I guess actually maybe I could use, I could maybe use the two pink balls here and use that instead. So I actually had a lot of fun doing that part of my ear. So I actually changed my idea a little bit. So what I basically did in the end is I put two of the opal spikes on either side, and then I put a dragon's head in the center. At the end, I will show like a proper photo of the whole ear, but I ended up putting the dragon in the middle and the two opal gems on the side. I am in love with that. I'm in love with how that one looks. Oh, I love that.
Then why why don't you marry it?
So we've actually only got one more piercing on this side to do, and it is my conch piercing. Now, as I said, I don't actually have a bar that's kind of like big enough to hold the conch. So I'm going to have a little bit of a play. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I do have this gorgeous like dragon claw gem. I love this one. I wasn't too sure where I was going to put it. Originally, I was going to put it as like a dangly earring here. But then I decided that I'm going to stretch the ear. So I obviously can't do that now. I'm going to pop it like in maybe the conch there and just see what it looks like as like the gem on its own. I'm not sure how big it's going to be on my ear, what it's going to look like, but we shall see. Oh god, it's like a gorgeous dragon like holding a crystal. It's beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Like, is that going to be too big? Will that be... See, I think that might be a bit too big. The only thing is, like, if I could have it just sort of like just placed there, like on the side, it'd be good. I will say, out of all of my piercings, my conch piercings definitely seem to be the ones that stay open like the longest. I never really have to worry too much about taking them out or like leaving them out for too long. My conch piercings always seem to be like, oh, well, I'm going to stay open for absolutely forever. Which was wonderful when I was actually still working in retail and they were like, you have to take your piercings out. Ugh.
It's not fair.
I think that's way too big. I don't think it looks, I think it looks kind of stupid being in there. It's a little bit too big for that section of the ear. I wish there was a way that I could get it to like sort of sit here on my ear. So it kind of like sits on the side, but in the conch, it's a little bit too big. I do though also have this jewelry. It's like a little, it's like a, what's it called? Dungeons and Dragons dice. So it's like a dice, like a Dungeons and Dragons dice. So maybe I can put that in there as well. It's a nice purple color. So maybe that can go in that section. Yes, I think that is actually better. I don't think that's actually too much. I quite enjoy that one being in there. It's not too big. It's not too small. It kind of fits it perfectly. I do kind of feel like I want something else here now, though, because I'm so used to having like a ring coming around. But I think it's quite nice, actually. I like the purple dice in there. Gorgeous. So that is my right ear done. So now we've got only a couple left to do on my left ear, and then we're finished.
Oh, thank God for that.
So I think maybe on the other side, I'd always have like quite a large vertical piercing up here. So I think maybe because there's a dragon's head on this side, I might put a dragon's head on that side too, so it kind of matches. So I think maybe we could do like both dragon heads on each side. So let me get this one in now. I really love the dragon head motion girls. On the bottom half of it, they do have this really cool like dragon claw style of jewelry, but it's just a little bit too big. I can't put it in my ears anywhere. Obviously this is meant to be like a belly button piercing bar, but I didn't know how large this bit was going to be, so it would be work great. It's like a dangly earring as well, but of course I'm stretching my ear, so I can't. Yeah, it's just a little bit too big to put in like my ear, so I can't use that, but I will use the top half and have the dragon's head as part of it, and then I'll just put a ball on the end, I think. Okay, so I'm absolutely finished now.
Finally!
I'm not joking. I had to go off camera, and I have been trying to get this rook piercing in here literally for an hour.
Outrageous.
It is taking me an hour. I never take it out. I always keep it in. The jewelry in there that was the same jewelry I've had there for like, what, 2 years. I just never take it out because it's such an annoying one to put in, especially because it was internally threaded jewelry. Now, I know internally threaded jewelry is much better. I always prefer externally. I loved the blue opal color, and I was like, I need it, I need it, I need it. So I was determined to get it in. I got it in eventually. Now my ears are a little bit sore because I had so much struggle trying to get it in. I was kind of like, and the ear kind of got a bit annoyed. So, yeah, it's been a lot, but I'm incredibly happy with how we've come. But what I am going to be doing is I need like the pliers to open up the ball closure rings, because I had to put a couple of my old bars back in because I don't have enough jewelry now, because these two, I had 2 of the ball closure rings. I wanted to put them like here and here, but because I couldn't get them in myself, I need to get the tools. I'm gonna order one of like the ball claps, like closed ring. I'm not sure what they're called, the forceps that kind of like open it up and close it. So I'm gonna get them. So this is the final look. I don't know why I'm being weird. I'm deranged. I've been filming for nearly 2 hours now altogether, and it's just my brain has just gone like I don't know why this is taking me so long to make.
Well, that's because you're an idiot.
But yeah, so this is actually what my ears look like now. I'm so happy. My favorite part is 100% the right ear at the top with the 2 white opal in outside, and then the dragon in the middle. I think it looks so cool. I absolutely love it. I mean, I love the whole look, to be honest. I'm really happy with how everything turned out. I like having the new plugs. I've never had these kind of plugs before. I just think the whole thing's really cool. I love all the dragon claws, and especially when I get to stretch up my right earlobe up to like a 10, and then I'll be able to put some like really cool like plug in there as well and have like a dangly earring as well. Obviously, it's going to be a long time doing that, but I think... oh, God, I'm choking.
Well, he's dead.
I think this is like absolutely beautiful. I'm so happy. My right ear to me looks good. Like my right ear is definitely my favorite. Of course, I love my left ear too, don't get me wrong, but my right ear is definitely my favorite. I think I might need to get 1 or 2 little extra pieces to kind of like fill bits out. But once I get the 2 normal, like the bright colored, like ball closure rings up here as well, it will look quite different, and you know, it will look a little bit more like unison, because this side, because a little bit too much silver here, I am absolutely in love with the look. I know this video is a bit strange. I never know how to make these videos because I don't normally do like jewelry changing on camera, but I'm absolutely in love. I just love how they look. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So thank you so much for Oufer Body Jewelry for sponsoring this video. Like I said, there is a link down below. If you go use my code Roly at checkout, you can get 30% off of your order. So make sure you take advantage of that. But thank you so much for Oufer. Yeah, I keep saying it Oufer. Oufer. Ah! Thank you so much for sponsoring this video. Again, there's all the links down below. Thank you for all the love and support, of course, you guys give me. Please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos that are coming up. And I hope you've enjoyed this little transformation video. I'm absolutely in love. It's nice to have like a fresh look for my ears, girl. Today's Twitch shout out goes to Diego Bravo 900. Thank you for following me over on Twitch. And of course, please remember that I am doing my live reactions over on Twitch now as well. Don't worry, videos on YouTube are not changing. They're still staying the same, but I'm also just doing some extra stuff over on my Twitch. So come follow me over on Twitch. It's Roly West over there. Come join the family. Come join the fun. It's been a lot of fun so far. So yes. A massive shout out to my lovely Patreons whose names you can see on the side of the screen here. And an extra special shout out to my top tier Patreons. Amy Hudson, Rishi, Amanda, Miranda Hart, Athena Barrington, Hunter Portwood, Erin Grace, Jenna Beth Herman, Zoe Severe, Heather McFarland, Christina Kyle, Benjamin Baker, Robin Scott Palmer, Corin Pemberton, Bethard, Steffi Tech, Caitlin Wright, Chloe Louise, Shell Herman, and Kelly Bowser. Thank you for being my top tier Patreons. You guys are delicious. But anyway, there's a link down below as well if you'd like to go on Patreon. Be fabulous, be amazing, be gay, be everything you want to be, and don't let any bitch out there say that you can't be you. Why is that? Because you are flawless.